Few characters in fantasy literature are as instantly recognizable as Legolas, the Elven Prince of Mirkwood and one of the Fellowship of the Ring in J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. With his keen eyesight, unmatched archery skills, and unwavering loyalty, Legolas has become a fan favorite across both the books and Peter Jackson's film adaptations. But beyond his cool demeanor and incredible combat prowess, there are many fascinating details about Legolas that make him stand out in Middle-earth's vast legendarium. Here are 10 interesting facts you may not know about Legolas. Tolkien never gives an exact age for Legolas, which has led to much debate among fans. While elves can live for thousands of years, Legolas is often portrayed as relatively young by Elven standards, perhaps several hundred years old at the time of the War of the Ring. This youthful nature helps explain his boundless energy and deep curiosity about the world outside Mirkwood. Legolas is the son of Thranduil, the Elven king of the woodland realm in Mirkwood. This makes him a royal prince, though he is never depicted flaunting his title or privilege. Instead, he chooses to serve humbly within the Fellowship, proving his worth through action rather than status. In Peter Jackson's films, Legolas is famously portrayed with flowing blonde hair by Orlando Bloom. However, Tolkien never specifies Legolas's hair color in the books. Some fans argue that, because he is a Sindarin elf of Mirkwood, he may have had darker hair. The films cemented the blonde Legolas image in pop culture, but the books remain deliberately vague. Elves are renowned for their heightened perception, but Legolas stands out even among his kin. He can spot distant figures, hear faint sounds, and detect subtle shifts in the natural world. These abilities often give the Fellowship a tactical edge, whether in tracking enemies or navigating treacherous terrain. One of the long-running fan jokes is that Legolas seems to possess an endless supply of arrows during battles. While Tolkien doesn't directly address this in the books, Legolas's archery skills and resourcefulness likely mean he reclaims arrows when possible. In the films, however, this infinite quiver became a legendary trait among fans. Although Legolas is most famous for his bow, he is also deadly with his white knives, which he wields in close combat. This versatility makes him one of the most formidable fighters in the Fellowship, equally capable at long range and in melee combat. One of the most heartwarming arcs in The Lord of the Rings is the friendship between Legolas and Gimli the dwarf. Elves and dwarfs have a long history of mistrust and rivalry, but Legolas and Gimli overcome these prejudices to form a deep bond. After the War of the Ring, they even travel together, first across Middle-earth and later, according to Tolkien's appendices, to the Undying Lands, making Gimli the only dwarf ever allowed to enter. In the books, Legolas demonstrates the elven ability to move across terrain without leaving a trace. A famous example is when he walks atop snow during the Fellowship's journey over Caradhras while his companions struggle through deep drifts. This light-footed grace underscores the mystical qualities of elves in Tolkien's world. While Legolas plays an important role in the books, Peter Jackson's film adaptations gave him even more action scenes, often showcasing acrobatic combat feats. From shield surfing down a staircase at Helm's Deep to single-handedly taking down an Oliphaunt at Pelennor Fields, Legolas became an action icon, sometimes to the delight, and sometimes to the amusement of fans. Legolas is often seen as a bridge between the mystical, ancient world of the elves and the mortal struggles of men and dwarfs. His presence in the Fellowship symbolizes unity among the free peoples of Middle-earth. By choosing to stand with mortals against Sauron, he demonstrates humility, loyalty, and a willingness to leave behind the isolation of elvenkind for the greater good. Legolas is far more than just the elf with the bow. He is a character rich with nuance, symbolizing grace, loyalty, and the possibility of friendship across deep divides. Whether you know him from Tolkien's books or Orlando Bloom's iconic portrayal on screen, Legolas remains one of the most enduring and beloved figures in fantasy history.